Well, I think the interesting part was I joined the Navy right after the Korean War started. I sworn in the 3rd of August 1950, and the war started in July. And after boot camp, you got a piece of paper that says, report to this place, which was in San Francisco, and then report to this ship. And next thing you know, I'm going aboard this big troop transport, and they had Marines, they had sailors, they had soldiers, and they had bunks that were stacked up from the floor to the ceiling, and just bodies crammed in every little corner of that ship. And the first thing I did was get seasick after we went out to sea, and I spent most of my time on the deck. I go below deck and go and try to eat. No place to sit when you eat, and you stand up and eat. And the trays were sliding around on the table. And other people are getting a little sick and making the floor a little slick. So then we stopped in Sasebo, Japan, and again, a piece of paper says, go to this barracks, which was a floating barge that they built a barracks on. And I stayed there, I can't remember, it's just a couple of days. And the next thing they said, go out and get on this oil tanker. Well, I knew that was not my assignment. As I recall, said I have to. My ship was to be the USS Leyte. I have no idea where it was at, what it was, or anything. And I went aboard this oil tanker, and there was, I would say, there was 8 or 10 of us. I can't remember the number. And these people were very rude to us. They were sailors, and we were invading their ship because they're not a transport. And they said, well, we have no place for you to sleep. We'll give you a mattress. You can throw it on the mess hall deck at nighttime, but you can't go to bed until after the movie. And you have to get up in the morning when the mess cooks get up so they can make the room up for the crew to eat in. And so during the daytime, they said, well, you can't just sit around doing nothing. Here's a chipping hammer. A chipping hammer is a little thing you chip paint with. And it happened to be snowing outside. They said, go outside on the ship here and chip some paint off. So I said, well, what about something to warm? It's, it's cold out there, it's snowing. Do you have a jacket or something I can wear? And the response was, you must have something in your sea bag to wear. And when you come out of boot camp, you have, the only coat you have is your pea coat, which is your dress blue jacket or coat. So I wore that, and throughout my whole career in the Navy, I had little yellow or little red dots of red lead paint in it. And it was quite an experience but I just following orders, doing what I was told. And they pulled up alongside the USS Leyte, and they're refueling the ship. And they threw this little tiny rope across, and they had this thing called a bosun chair, which is like a swing chair. And this is late in December of 1950 or thereabouts. And they told me that hang on tight, because between here and the ship, if you fall off before the destroyer can pick you up, you'll be dead. And from that, I got aboard the ship. And once I got aboard the ship, the Master-at-Arms met us, the bunch of us guys that got there, and said, you're the scroungiest bunch of guys I've ever seen. And then we got assigned to our different divisions, different places we're going to, and then got escorted down there, got a chance to get a shower because we hadn't had one for a couple of days, and get cleaned up, get some clean clothes on, and get down to meet the people we're going to work with.